Wednesday means we're back in the Savings Challenge books again, and I'm going to put about $200 more toward my retirement. Are you ready? Let's go! Welcome back to Ready Budget Go. My name is Drew, and on this channel we talk about cash budgeting, saving money, and achieving our financial goals. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. I've got 3 Savings Challenge books that I use each week to put about $200 more toward my retirement. I've got my Zodiac Save with the Stars book, I've got General Greenback and the Frugality Force, and I've got The Life of a Creator. I put about $50 into Zodiac, $50 into General Greenback, and $100 into The Life of a Creator. What ends up happening is that The Life of a Creator, I start at $100 and I come down from there. So, for example, on Monday night, I put $103 toward game night, so I'm already taking 3 off, and if I go over on either of these other 2, that will also come out of the amount that I have for this book. But that's okay, because that just makes this book last longer. And I'm really loving using this book, and I'll talk more about it when we get to it. But to start with, let's go for Zodiac Save with the Stars, and we'll put about $50 toward retirement from that book. This Savings Challenge book is called Zodiac Save with the Stars. It is an astrology-themed Savings Challenge book. There are 12 spreads for each sign, one for each sign of the Zodiac, starting with Aries and going all the way through Pisces. You'll notice at the bottom of the pages, they are numbered. They are both identical for that sign. So Cancer is the 4th sign of the Zodiac, so both these pages are numbered with 4. The way that I play this is I roll a d12 die that will tell me which sign I am going to work on, and then I also roll a d6, and that tells me which game I do. So if it rolls a 1 or a 4, it is the scratch. If it's a 2 or a 5, it is a d8 roll. If it is a 3 or a 6, it's a d12 roll. These color and saves can be anything that you want, but I've decided that the top one is a d8 and the bottom one is a d12. On the left-hand side, on the scratch-offs, there are the numbers 1 through 9 that each appear exactly once, so those are known. But again, the right-hand side can be whatever you want. So that's an overview of the book. Let me go back to the start. We'll get out the d6 and the d12 and the dice tray. And I've also got the d8 here just standing by. And let's see which one we do first. Okay, we've got 1 and 6, so that would be a d12 roll on Aries, because Aries is the 1st sign, and the 6 would be the d12 roll. What I didn't do was get out my blue Sharpie, so let me do that real quick. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that I am not the best at coloring, so I just fill in a little bit to show the intent that I need to come in and fill that in later, so that I remember to do that. Okay, so we've got a d12 roll, so we need to roll the d12 and see how much we're going to save. And again, I'm trying to put about $50 toward this book each week, so this is going to be $11. So we'll put that up here. And now we'll bring back the d6 and roll it in the d12, and that will tell us where we're going to go next. Okay, 1 and 1, so that'll be a scratch on Aries. There's 3 of them left, so I'm going to roll the d6 again, and that'll tell us which one to scratch. Number 3, 1, 2, 3, so we'll go right down here at the bottom right corner. And we've got the 6. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up. And we'll take out $6. And we'll bring back the d12 and the d6, and we'll see where we go next. Okay, oops, that was a 7. So 7 and 5. So that will be a d8 roll on Libra, and we have, oh, it looks like I didn't finish coloring that one in last week, so we've got 1 more left. So this will be our last d8 roll on Libra, so I'm going to set these 2 aside, roll the d8, and we're going to save $6. So I'm going to put back 16, and I will take out 22. Okay, so we're almost halfway there. So let's bring back the d12 and the d6. Number 2 and number 3, so that's going to be a d12 roll on Taurus, and we do have that available. So just color a little bit here, and we'll roll the D12. $1. Not too much, but it's a D12. It's got the 1 on it just like it has the 12. All right. Next up, number 5 and number 3. So that's going to be yet another D12 roll. And that will be on Leo. We have that available. So I'm just going to fill in the center here. And roll the D12. $9. So I will take 1 out and put in a 10. Okay. On to our next destination. 11 and 4, so that's going to be a scratch on Aquarius. Oops, too far. There's only 2 of them left, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're going mo. And that will be $8. Okay, so let's see where we've got to. So we're at 32, 33. Okay, so I'm going to put 12 back and take out a 20. So we've got $9 left to save, or thereabouts. Again, if we go over, I will just take that out of the money that I use for the Life of the Creator, which is the 3rd Savings Challenge book. Okay, next stop is number 4 and number 7. So that is going to be a scratch on Libra, and we're all out of scratches on Libra, so we are going to keep rolling. Because Libra is almost done. It's just got 3 D12 rolls left. Okay, 12 and 4, so that's a scratch on Pisces. There are 3 left. So we'll roll the D6. Number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're over here in the center. $2. Not bad. It means we get to keep rolling. Okay. D12, D6. Where do we go? Number 5, number 1. So number 1 is Aries. 5 is a D8 roll. Oh, so that's Gemini. Taurus, Aries, and it is complete. So we're going to roll again. Number 12 and number 1. So that's a scratch on Pisces. There are 2 left. So I did this one last time. I'm going to go up here. $3. Okay. So I think we're still alive. I think we've still got a few more bucks left to save. So let's put the 2 back and take out a 5, and let's give it a count and see where we are. We're at 46. Yep, so $4 left. Okay, let's see where we go. Number 3 and number 6. Uh-oh, that's a D12 roll, and that is going to be on Gemini, and we do have it available. So I hope that this D12 is kind to us. 4 or less would be great. If it's over 4, hopefully it's not too much over 4. And we got a 2. Okay, so the good news is we didn't go over. The bad news is, got to keep rolling, because I always save at least $50. Number 6 and number 4, so that's going to be a scratch on Virgo. There's 2 of them left. And I'm going to go, oh goodness, one of them is the 1, and the other one is the 4. So I'll go down here. And I got the 4. Okay, so a little bit over, but that's okay. Not too bad. It could have been a lot worse. So I'm going to put, let's see, 46 back. Oops. And we'll take out a 50. So we've got $52 going into Zodiac Save with the Stars for this week. Bring the binder back. Okay, I will do a consolidation at the end, or a condensing. So that's it for Zodiac Save with the Stars. We'll do General Greenback next. I'll get set up for that, and we'll see how much General Greenback and his team of superheroes want us to save this week. All right, here we are with General Greenback and the Frugality Force. This is a superhero-themed savings challenge book that I created. Both Zodiac Save with the Stars and General Greenback are available on my Etsy shop, and there's a link down in the description. So I'm going to see where we last left off, and I've got quite a few of these completed, more so than I've put in stickers for. I keep meaning to do that, but haven't. Okay, so it looks like we were on Misfortune, and for Misfortune, we roll 2 d6 dice, and that tells us how much we're going to save. So these are apportioned based on how easy or difficult it is to roll each number. So there are 4 sevens. 7 appears 4 times, but numbers like 12 and 2 appear only once. So let's give it a roll and let's see how we do. 7. Okay, we've got 7 available. So I'm going to cross that one out, cross one of them out, and we'll save $7 for misfortune. Okay. So the next one up is fundraiser, but we already completed that. We've completed Loan Shark. We've completed Prosperity Man. We've completed the Ponzi Pirate, and we've completed the Vault. So now we're on to Bounce Overdraft. So Overdraft, his challenge is a scratch till you match. So every time you scratch one, it's $5. And if you match the hero or the villain, it's another $10. So I've already got quite a few scratched, and I'm going to go right over here. And I've got Misfortune. And it looks like I haven't found the other one of her yet. So I'm only going to save $5. Oops. Okay. So I'll put the 5 away, and we'll take out a 10. I'm just double checking to make sure. Yep, I don't see her anywhere else. I don't remember where any of them are, so it'll be a surprise to everyone. Okay, next up, we've got Trouble Ahead. We're back with the General, and he's getting ready to take on Lord Larceny himself. And this is a 1d6 die roll. So we'll get out a d6, and let's see how much we need to save for the General. $3. Okay, so I'm going to write in 3 as soon as I find the green Sharpie. There it is. And we'll put back 2 and take out a 5. And we'll move on to the next challenge, which is where we take on Lord Larceny himself. So this is a $300 scratch and save challenge. You can see that the numbers are quite low and quite high. So I've had a $1 scratch, and I've also had a $20 scratch. So let's see what we do this time. $11. Okay, about mid. And again, I don't remember where any of the numbers are. So it's always a surprise to me. So I'm going to put 10 back. We'll take out 21. Okay, there's one more challenge beyond this, but I'm not doing that one yet. I'm going to wait until all of the others are done. So I'm going to go back to the front. And this one's done. This one's done. This one's done. So now we're on to Counterfeiter. And for Counterfeiter, we are following the righteous path and saving the amounts to take on this villain. So I'm going to save $4, which means I'm going to take out 6 and put in a 10. Okay, and we'll move on. Penny Protector is done. We're back to Misfortune, so we're going to need the 2d6 dice again. We'll give them a roll. And we've got a 5. 5 is not available. We've already done both of those. We're going to re-roll. We got 2. Already did that. There's only one of those. And we've got 9. Both the 9s are done. We've got 6. And 6 is available. So we will cross off the 6. And we will save $6. And we will move on to the next challenge. I'm up to $36, it looks like. Yep, so about $14 left to go. Okay, already did it, already did it, already did it, already did it, already did it. So now we're back to overdraft. And let's see, I'm going to go, this one's kind of hanging out on its own, but I don't trust it, so I'm going to go up here. And we've got Lord Larceny. And I already scratched him, so he's right here. So I do have a match. So that's going to be $5 for the scratch and $10 for the match. And I think that gets me to where I need to be. So let's see. So we've got 20, 30, 40, 51. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to keep the 1. I'm going to put all of this other business back neatly. And then we'll take out 50. So we're at 51. So I'm going to put the clip right here so we know where to start next week. There we go. We'll put the book away. And we'll get out the binder. And for General Greenback this week, we are adding $51. Okay. So I was $3 over on Monday, $2 over in Zodiac, $1 over in General Greenback. So I'm going to have $94 to put toward The Life of a Creator. I'll get that book out, and we'll go through that one here next. This is The Life of a Creator, and this is a collaboration savings challenge book that was put together by Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307. It's her, myself, and 24 other creators who are all involved with this book. Everyone contributed at least one challenge. Marlene did a few within the book. So we're going to see where we left off. And again, we've got $94 to put into this one toward my retirement goals. So I marked the page. We did Lizzie's challenge last week, so we're going to budget with Mama Bear. This is a scratch and save. It says life is better at the beach. There are 3 left, so I'm just going to pick one at random, and I choose this one. And this one is a whopper, $9. Okay. A lot of these numbers are high. This is a $60 challenge, so I'm hoping these two will be lower. But we'll see. 5, 7, 9. Okay. Next up, we've got Seek Balance, Not Perfection. This is by Budget with Carly. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls left and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scratches left. So I am going to do a roll. Why not? And I'm rolling a d6 just because the amounts here are 2 through 8. So probably should roll a d8, huh? Let's roll a d8. Why the heck not? I think I was rolling a d6 before, but let's live a little. And we got we got $8. Because of course we did, right? Okay. Well, I'll put back a 2. We'll take out a 10. And I will find something to scribble in the $8 with. There we go. Let's write in down here. Okay. Onward. The next challenge is 25 to Thrive. This is by Taylor Louise, looks like. It's a little tough to read. And this is a habit tracker challenge, but I'm not really a habit tracker kind of person, so I decided that the habit that I was going to track was saving $5 every time this challenge came around in the book. So I'm going to put back 15 and take out a 20. And check off another cloud. And we'll move on to the next challenge. This says, suspect claims she has too much to do but lays down to nap instead. This is a save $50 challenge. Numbers are 1 through 9. And I haven't hit a 9 yet. This is by Laura Bell Creations. And there are 5 left, so let's randomize it a little bit. Let me get out the dice tray and a d6. Number 5, right down here at the bottom. And this one is $5. Okay, not too bad. Okay, so we'll take out a 5. And we'll go to the next challenge. This is a $50 plus dice roll. It says, save up each dice. If you decide to roll, save that total amount. This cute challenge should have you saving over $50 plus in no time. And this is by Pinky Cloth Co. or pinkycloth.co. So I'm going to roll a d6. And we'll see what we get. We got a 5. We have a 5 available. So I'm going to cross it off here. I'll put 5 back. We'll take out a 10. And we'll go on to the next challenge. This one says save to sink. Save today for tomorrow's future. It's a $100 challenge. This is by Donner Powered by Creativity. There are scratches and there are color and saves. So I'm going to scratch. I've got mostly those left, and all the color and saves that I've got left are smaller. So let's go down here, because I haven't been down here yet. Oh, $9 again. 9 might be the theme this week. Okay. The higher amounts don't really bother me all that much. It means the book will last longer, right? And I love this book, so I'm going to put back 12, and I will take out 21. Okay, so we're up to 41. We'll go to the next challenge, which is the Rock and Roll Queen. This has a D20, a D8, a D6, and a D4. And I should have been using the dice that came with this book. So when you order this book from Marlene, it will come with a set of 8 dice. You get a D4, a D6, a D8, 2 D10s, a D12, and a D20. And mine were kind of this black marbled color. You don't get to pick your own color. It's totally random. So even though this isn't what I would have necessarily selected for myself, I'm just as happy with it as anything else. So we already did all the D20s, so we're going to do the D8s. I've already done one of them for $2. So we'll get out the D8 here. Yep. We'll give it a roll. And we got $5. So I'll mark down the $5. A little bit hard to see. We'll set this to the side. And yeah, it's just going to be a 5. Okay. Next up, my favorite challenge in the whole book. It's the one that I did. So this is Buster's Bangin' Burger Bar. And the way that this works is you start with a burger patty. This could also be vegan. You start with a bun, could also be gluten-free. The burger patty, you save $5. The bun, you save $2. And then you start adding ingredients that you like. If you want the ingredient on your burger, you just color it in and you save $1. If you don't want the ingredient on your burger, you cross it out and you save $3 for wasting food. Okay, so I've already got cheese, ketchup, and mustard. Now we're doing hot sauce. And I like hot sauce. Do I like it on my burger? I mean, sure, right? Why not? So I'm going to color that in with the appropriate colors. And I don't have, I do have it. So I have the red Sharpie here. So we're going to make these hot little peppers. And we're going to make it a red sauce. I am not the best at coloring. I readily admit that. Okay. And then we're going to do the rest in green. So these are going to have little green caps. And it's going to have a green label. And it's going to have a green lid. And we're going to save $1 whole for that. Okay. Next up, we've got another one of my favorite challenges in the book. This is by Budget Life with Paula. It's a $50 scratch and save challenge. And I don't know, I just like the look of this one. So there's 4 spots left. So let's get out the D4 that came with the book. And let's see which one we're going to scratch. Oops. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So we'll go right down here. $1. So if it's not a 9, it's a 1. That works out. Okay, so another $1, and we'll go on to the next challenge. This is a sticker challenge. This is by Budget with IRA. It's counting sheep. It comes with the sheet of stickers. The book comes with the sheet of stickers. And you just put it wherever you want, and you choose the amount to save. I've decided that each sheep is worth $5. So I'm going to put this little guy, I'm going to put him right up here. And let's see. Yep, I'm to that point where I can get out the 50. So 45 goes back, and we'll take out a 50. Oops. Throw money all over the place here. Okay, on to the next challenge. Oh dear, it's the word search. Okay. I'm not the best at word searches, so this might take me a minute. I just look for a word, and then I figure out how much it's worth. So, I see reindeer. Perfect. I also see Renee. That's funny. I wonder if that was deliberate. This is not Renee's challenge. Okay, and reindeer is worth $10. So I'm going to scratch this out. When I have to start looking for diagonals, then I'm really in trouble. Okay, we'll take out a 10. And we'll go on to the next page. Oh, this one always kills me. This is Janelle Ray Budgets. And this one I decided I was going to roll the D20 because there was only like one or two other challenges in the whole book that used the D20. And that has burned me every time because when I get the double your next roll, I've always rolled a high number. So hopefully there's no more of those, but I'm going to keep scratching. Let's go down here. Please be gentle. Oh, good. $3. Okay. That is affordable. Ah, and a relief. Okay, so I'm going to put back $2 and take out a 5. Okay, so we're up to $66 out of 94, so about 2/3 of the way there. This next challenge is another scratch and save. This is a $55 challenge, $1 to $5, and it's by Craftco Budgets. And I am kind of alternating between the big and the small. It looks like I've got more smalls than bigs, so I'm going to scratch one over here. And this is going to be, oh, we're back to the 1 again. Okay. $1. And we'll flip the book over. And this is the last one in the book. I always know I'm to the end when I get to the booty bank. And this one is by Liz and Les. And so this one, we're just rolling and we're crossing out whatever we come to. So it's pirate themed. It's really cool. I love this challenge. Very well done. So I'm rolling a D6, I think. And this one, the numbers are getting kind of scary, but that's okay. Got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So $27. And that should take us pretty close to the end of what we need to save for the week. So, let's see here. In fact, that might even take us over. Let's see. 25, 27, and then let me give it a count here. So we've got 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 92, 93, $94 exactly. So perfect. That was the perfect way to end it. But I'm actually going to put the marker right here, and we'll start with this one next time because we're on the big numbers, and I want to make sure that I have enough to do it when it comes around the next time. I don't want to IOU. I don't want to be tempted to skip it. I don't want a big overage. So I'm just going to mark the page, and we'll start right back here with the booty bank next time. So I'm going to put this aside, and we'll get the binder back out. And I'm just going to shove all of this into the envelope as is, along with the stickers. Actually, I'm going to wait to put the stickers back in because I am going to come back and condense this. So let me get the rest of this put away, and I'll come back to condense here in just one sec. Okay, let's do a condensing. And I've taken out some placeholders just in case I need them. I'm not sure that I will, but we'll see. All right, so this challenge, which is the life of a creator, has 500, 600, 700, 800, 850, 870, 890, 800. So I'm just going to consolidate all of this real quick. Okay. So, oops, that was 900. 5, 6, 7, 8, 900. And then we've got, let's see here, 10, 15, 25, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so I'm going to swap the 10 and 2 5s for a 20. So we've still got $929, which means that next week we should be ready for a 1,000 placeholder, and that is extremely exciting. So I'm going to put these away along with the stickers. So we've got Iris stickers, and we've got the stickers for Kiss My Hiney, which we didn't get to this week, but we'll get to it next week because it's one of the first ones in the book. Okay, Zodiac Save with the Stars. This one has 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 50, 62, so nothing we can do there. And then we've got General Greenback and the Frugality Force. This one has 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 350, 70, 81. Okay, so again, not much we can do there. So not a whole lot of condensing in this binder. It's going to be pretty thick for a while, but that's okay. We are getting toward the end on both Zodiac and on General Greenback. I anticipate that both of those still have quite a few more weeks left, but they are more done than not done. So while I'm here, I'm going to go through the General Greenback book, and I'm just going to mark out the challenges that are done. I sell these challenge completed stickers in my Etsy shop. They are the smooth finish, professionally printed, matte coated stickers, so they're very nice. And I like them because, finishing a savings challenge, sometimes these are really onerous and they take a long time to do, and you work really hard at them, and it's worth marking off that you've accomplished something, right? So mark one off here for fundraiser. Okay, and for the loan shark. Loan shark is one of my favorite villains in the book. Prosperity man. Okay. The Ponzi pirate. And the vault. I think that's all the ones that I had completed. So, Overdraft we're still doing. General Greenback, Prepare for Combat we're still doing, and we've still got Lord Larceny, and then of course we have the one that's after this one. Okay, so all of those are marked. That is all of the savings for this week. So I will be contributing exactly $300 toward my Roth IRA this week, which is my plan. So that video will be going up where I talk about my weekly budgeting and savings. Normally that goes up Friday or Saturday. This week it's probably going to go up on Sunday because I am going on vacation. So I will be out of town and not able to film. So I will follow up with that this weekend. I've also got the launch video. You would have seen that yesterday if you're watching this on Wednesday. So go ahead and watch that if you're interested in seeing my new dice games, Dicetropolis 2, Dicefecta, and then also the 80s themed scratch and save challenges. Coming up next week, I'll be back here on Monday for game night. Wednesday, we'll be doing the savings challenge books again. And then, of course, next week, at the end of the week, my weekly budget and savings update video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you're new. Leave me a comment so I know you are here. And until I see you in the next one, take care.